Hi there! I'm really excited to announce that I'm planning my very first live stream to happen here on YouTube in 1 week's time. That is Friday, August 16th at 12 noon Eastern Time. The topic of my live stream is going to be songwriting. Songwriting is by far one of the most requested webinars that I'm asked for. And in this webinar, I would like to compile the most frequently asked questions that I get about songwriting and organize them into a helpful system or framework that can help give you a process to get started in writing music and hopefully quell some of the fears or insecurities that might come up when you are trying to write music. I'm going to leave a link to the live stream in the description of this video. So if you want to be notified when the live stream is on, simply click the link that's in the description and there will be a notify me button. You can click on that button and YouTube will let you know when I'm about to go live. If this is your first time hearing about YouTube live streams, they're pretty neat. It's basically a webinar that is hosted right here in YouTube. So you will be able to watch me in the same video screen that you normally use, but instead of having comments, there will be more of a chat section so that the comments that you add, I actually get to see in real time. And this is really neat because that means that you can ask questions as I'm talking that I can maybe answer in real time. You can also interact with other audience members. You can share examples from your own life if you would like to also try to help and teach others that are watching. It's a really fun and interactive way to be able to learn with people, and I'm really excited to offer this. This webinar will be completely free and you will get the best of my advice on how to get started with a creative music writing practice. I want you to know that I do plan on sharing my complete framework and process when it comes to writing music, and I do not have any plans to hide any of this information behind a paywall. This webinar is not going to be a hook or a teaser where I share some of my process and then ask you to pay for the rest of it later. I really do want to provide my entire framework in one webinar so that by the end of the webinar, you have everything that you need to get started with your own creative practice. The reason why I'm doing this is because I believe that having a path forward in developing a creative practice is really important for every musician. But I feel that this information is not very easy to find online. I feel like there's a lot of information on how to write music that sells, or how to potentially make money with your music. But I don't see a lot of information about how to get started with a creative habit and how to write music that communicates something really meaningful to you deep down inside. So that is a process that I would like to talk about. If that sounds interesting to you, then I would really love if you join me. Like I said, by the end of this webinar, my plan is that you will have everything that you need to start your own musical practice. But if you would like to have some additional hand-holding or support in your music writing process, I do plan on making available a short, small group learning opportunity where up to 6 of us can meet for an hour a week for a couple of weeks, just to go through the stages of the process that I plan on outlining in my webinar. So I'll provide more information about that at the end of the live stream, but just so that you know in advance, this is something that I'd like to make available, but it is not necessary for you to gain value from the webinar. I don't plan on providing any new information through this small group program. This really is just an opportunity for people who want to meet other aspiring songwriters, to get a chance to practice writing and supporting each other in developing your own music. So I think that's everything that you need to know. I'm really excited to put on this event. If you have any questions about the event Or if you have any other questions about songwriting that you hope I can include in the webinar, then please leave a comment below. Thanks so much for listening. I hope to see you next Friday. Friday, August 16th, 12 p.m. Eastern. The link will be in the description. Thanks so much. See you then.